Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the latest PTU patch 3.0 AC. Stability is significantly better in this patch, with numerous crash fixes both client and server side, as well as performance tweaks. So this is one of the major points of the PTU for stress testing, stability, optimization. However, I have had troubles connecting to the servers in general. When I try and connect to the persistent universe, I occasionally, well actually quite often, get a 30,007 connection error. And watching some other streamers, they seem to have actually had worse FPS with this patch, though there could be some other issues there. FPS spikes and the occasional chugginess I was getting in Port Olisar and in inhabited areas, or even travelling down to moons, is a lot better, and it's normalised significantly. Server degradation is better than it was before too. Memory leaks are still a major issue, with 16 gigabytes of RAM getting gobbled up super fast. Setting a system managed page file on an SSD, however, seems to significantly help. I've got a performance guide which I'll link below as well, with some little improvements you can do for Windows 10 and for Star Citizen in general to give you a better PTU experience. Some other notable changes: the FOV min-max is now defined by screen aspect ratio. They've changed the time for hacking down wanted levels to vary a bit more. They've altered comma rays so they don't overlap with other monitored zones. They've created a Crusader wanted tutorial entry for when players attain their first wanted level, explaining a bit more what's going on with criminality and reputation. They've increased the abandonment range and cut-off timers for some missions. A visual cleanup and polish at Levski has been ongoing. They've added some additional lighting to outposts and outpost landing pads for better nighttime illumination. They've also tweaked the lights on black boxes so they can be seen at a greater distance. Enemy AI should now attack civilian ships, and cargo manifests have been added to their ships when appropriate. The screen focus for MFDs has been polished. With middle mouse button now you can look at them, and they've added hotkey focus screen switching, which you can cycle with WASD. The Starfarer has also had an updated new glass shader, and the Star Citizen Dragonfly is now in as well. So this is the skin Dragonfly that was awarded during the referral contest around Gamescom 2017. Other than being a bit trolly, the actual quality of the skin is pretty cool. The idea of a swarm of these descending on a cargo ship from a caterpillar is quite amusing, but some of the stuff they can do with skins now is going to be pretty cool, so expect some new ship skins when 3.0 goes live as well. I have noticed when playing as well, there's a little bit more screen flicker and Z-attack going on. This is where like the backgrounds and mountains and certain things will flicker out of sorts, which is a little bit annoying. But I have also noticed that when coming into a planet from orbit, stuff seems to pop in less, or at least it seems to be a bit more smooth when it comes to the levels of detail of the terrain as it comes in. So I was noticing popping in textures and rocks and mountains and stuff a lot less, which is good. That's what you kind of want. There's been a slew of bug fixes, but some of note though. Fixes to Miles Eckhart, getting him working more for substantial missions. Physics for props is now working better. There's been lots of fixes to missions. Levels of detail on ships and moons have been improved. Cargo and crates have had appropriate logos added. We are still waiting on some major supporting systems for missions, UI, so the user interface, insurance, persistence, lots of persistence problems, and the internal ship docking, as well as the comm system to be completed. I am quite excited for what the next few patches might bring for the PTU. Obviously, we want to get missions down to a point where we can complete them easily. There are lots and lots of little ergonomic and user-friendly problems, especially with the star map, especially with the missions, where I would like to go and do a mission. I take a mission, but I don't know where that mission is, and even if I see it on my HUD, I can't necessarily select it as a waypoint in the star map to actually go there and do the missions. So there's lots of problems like that. Sometimes I found NPCs that are invincible. I found that some missions are impossible to complete for certain reasons. Either you can't find the box that spawns, or the NPCs at this area don't spawn. So there's lots of little problems like that, but with every one of these PTU patches we are getting a bit more. But even with these seemingly minor patches bringing the PTU slowly closer to a 3.0 live build, planetary landings seem to be getting better, and that is one of the major features of 3.0. Those planetary landings, that tech there, how pretty the sunrises are, the fact that those are real because the planet actually rotates, and that's why you're getting the sunrise. So it's quite exciting, a lot of that tech. But anyway, I'll keep you up to date with all the latest PTU information as it comes, and we will look, actually in the next video, we'll go to all the different moons, and we will experience sunrises and planetary landings on all of them, and have a look at the actual tech behind them, and what all the fuss is kind of about. Every month we give away a ship for November. It's a massive Pioneer base building ship donated by our featured org, Matadors. Links below if you're looking to join an outlaw organisation that's active now and for 3.0 and beyond. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my Star Citizen videos during that particular month to be in for a chance of winning that ship, or any of our giveaways that we do. Are there any questions about the latest PTU patch, about 3.0 in general, about Star Citizen's development, or anything else you want to ask me? Just chuck them in the comments below. A special thank you to my Patreons who allow me to create the amount of content I do. If you're interested in becoming one of them, you can find the links to Patreon as well as everything else down below too. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help me, and I'll see you in the verse.